tune-up ball work. I'm going to do some guiding for a suboccipital release right up at the back of the head. Coming down, though, to settle into a shape that feels comfortable. Doing the tune-up balls, I like to have them on a small block or a book. Nice textbook does good. And keeping the little tune-up balls in their satchel, I'm placing them right where my skull meets my neck. And we are coming back to that practice of letting our bodies get heavy. Noticing the shape that you landed in. Can you tuck your shoulders underneath you the tiniest bit more? And then we come back to our best impression of a little puddle. We want to allow the edges of our bodies to melt into the support of the shape and of our props beneath us. As the body starts to come to stillness and we start to surrender to gravity, what do you notice stayed with you? Maybe it's some effort in the muscles of the face. Coming to notice the breath. And noticing the feedback from the tune-up balls. How does the pressure feel? If you've done this practice before, maybe comparing it to previous times as a gauge of muscle tension, of awareness. It's not often that we bring ourselves to think about the tiny muscles that attach the back of the head to the neck. And so sometimes in these guided practices, us teachers ask clients to notice what they feel, and sometimes they don't feel anything. But that doesn't mean it's not a valued effort. That's how we build the skill of interoception, of tuning inwards to our sensation. How we become aware of our proprioception, our understanding of where our body is in space as we move in. And so if you have the tune-up balls in the base of the neck, maybe you're happy hanging out here with a nice static pressure. But maybe you want to add the tiniest of movements by lifting the chin 1/4 of an inch and tucking it in. If you do that, what changes for you? If you made the move from movement to stillness, what does that change in your feedback? Did it change your breathing? Coming into our last few minutes of stillness here before we close out our practice. And just notice how the body is feeling. Maybe taking a few breaths to scan from head to toe, just to check in on your tender spots, maybe areas that just today or every day need a little love, and see how they're doing. You might also just be noticing how it feels to be still in the body. Maybe you're raring to go for your day, or maybe you're wishing you could stay here a bit longer, or maybe even crawl back into bed. So just noticing the version of you that made it onto your mat. Coming to take our last few breaths together, just letting the breath move freely through the body, but just notice, how does it feel to be here? Stillness, breath. Finally, let's come to end with a few deep breaths together. So this time, as you inhale, really exaggerating that inhale, filling both the lungs and the body, the belly. And as you're ready to exhale, sighing it out, letting the effort leave. 2 more of those big inhales. Full exhale. At your own pace, big inhale. And full exhale. If you need a few more minutes, you're welcome to stay here, but if you're ready to bring a little bit of movement, if you have tune-up balls in, maybe reaching up and pulling them out for